Oh yeah, alrighty. I am back again with another, you know it, Stairmaster cardio session after a weight session. Talk with you guys. I'm enjoying really doing this. Makes my cardio faster as well too. Instead of listening to music all the time, come here to help you guys out. In this session, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to think about the stock market, what's really going on with Bitcoin, how to think about trading, and to help you move forward in the big way. I really enjoy doing these little workouts for these little live stream for you guys. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update on what's really going on in these markets, how to think about these markets overall as well too, and what generally happens. Hello, took a nice trade today, did ya? Fantastic, thumbs up for you, my man. Now, it's not what you do today, I point the finger at you. It's what you can do consistently with a high probability chance for the rest of your life. That's why luck never plays any part of long-term success. Anyway, guys, so exactly, yeah, that's all. So, as I said before, guys, in this live stream today, I'm going to be talking about what's really going on with the stock market, what's really happening with Bitcoin, what's the consensus happening right now, how to think about this sort of stuff, and the truth of what's really going on in this market. So, because that's what I'm going to talk about, because it's so important that when you start to look at these markets, and damn, look at those guns. Oh my goodness, John, I can't believe you're flexing. Anyway, you got to stay healthy, guys. Stay healthy. I take my lemon water, my green drink every morning, my fish oil every morning. I do my stretching every morning. I do my meditating every day or every morning. Got to keep that balance. Got to keep the spirit on the balance. So, the thing is this, guys, okay? It's so important that how you think about every single thing in the market, okay? Now, let me get started now with the stock market and what's really going on in here, okay? Your health is your true wealth, exactly. And even when you're down, even when you're upset about something, smile. You know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta smile, all right? So anyway, so let's talk about this, guys, okay? Let's talk about the stock market right now. What's really going on in the stock market? Think about the market as a whole, right? I really learned this from Ray Dalio, the most successful hedge fund investor of all time, by like 3 or something. Bigger than Warren Buffett, Carl Icahn, all that sort of stuff. Let's talk about this here, okay? If you think about the market itself, it's really interesting how you think about the markets, okay? Firstly, go read the book, or the 3 books, Understanding Big Debt Crisis. And you understand how everything comes together, okay? Now, the thing is this, it's interesting, if you study all the biggest crashes in history, they tend to have cycles to them, right? There's a cycle to when the boom's likely going to happen, or when the boom's going to happen, and there's a cycle where they're starting to form a top in the markets. Now, here's the interesting thing, guys. Okay, when is the top of the market in the cycle? It's not what people think. People think once the economy starts to turn down, then that's when the stock market's going to turn down. Which is not true. Like, if you look at the facts, right? Netflix reported amazing profits. Look at that thing drop so far ever since it came out with earnings, right? Like, look at the facts there. The thing is this, guys, is if you look at the cycles, the peak in the market, the reason why I say right now, the peak is in the market right now, is because if you understand where we are in asset prices, low interest rates, quantitative easing, buoyed the market up, reducing of quantitative easing, higher interest rates are going to cause the opposite effects. That's the cause-effect relationship, as Ray Dalio says. So, at the top of the market, what tends to happen? They start to raise interest rates, and they start to raise interest rates pretty quickly, right? They've been doing that since a year and a half now. Now, at the top of the market, fundamentally, everything looks pretty good, right? Everything looks pretty good. The unemployment's low and everything looks like, hey, but there's cracks underneath the surface, right? So, and those cracks start to come generally when they start to raise interest rates. So when they start to raise interest rates, the interest rates have a negative impact on asset prices. If you don't believe me, ever since they started raising interest rates, look at the Home Builders Index, XHB. Ever since they started raising interest rates, that thing has just gotten hammered. Got hammered for a while, then went quiet, and it's continued to get hammered. Why? Well, especially the home builders, right? That has a direct impact to interest rates. Same with asset prices and so on and so forth. Makes sense? So if you understand, again, the cycle of things, you'll notice that low interest rates, when they drop interest rates, when they pump money into the system, that buoys the market. When they start to raise interest rates, we're not at the top of the market then. But as they start to raise interest rates faster and faster, then you're about 6 months out to the top of the market. What's been happening right now? We're forming this massive top in the market right now. That's why I did a video yesterday saying the top is in. It's very, very clear on the charts. You don't spend a whole 12 months making a big round top for no reason in the markets. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing, guys, okay? Here's the thing. There's a fall in asset prices first, then the economy. A downturn in asset prices first, then the economy, right? But what we don't realize is that the asset prices are the start of the cracks showing underneath the surface that we can't see yet. So that's what's happening right now where we are in the big picture of things. That's why the next 2 years is down. Because we go through cycles. And we all know history repeats itself, right? We can be ignorant to that, or we can look at that for the truth of what it really is. Understand what's really going on right now. Not by just a YouTube video, but people who are master of this stuff and really understand it. We understand things happen again and again and again and again, right? And if we can understand what's happened in the past, we can see what's going to happen in the future. It is that simple. And how do we see what's going to happen in the future? Well, as Ray Dalio says, right? It's a cause and effect relationship. What does that mean? Well, we can see cycles, right? And when the government starts to do things, they start to raise interest rates, then they start to raise interest rates faster. The effect is it's going to have an effect on asset prices, which lowers and so on and so forth. Make sense? So the cause effect relationship between what the government's doing right now, you can see where we are in that cycle. We never know how long the cycle is going to be. Okay? And that's why, firstly, the charts do really tell the picture, no matter what's going on. But if you understand, some people say, well, when the economy turns over, that's when the stock market's going to turn over. Hello, have you seen the last few months in the stock market? I think we've had one up week in the last 2 months. And I'm really short right now, very short. And I'm lighting up even more shorts right now. It's like, it's on the wall. We are not smarter than the markets. Why not go to someone like Ray Dalio, who's put it in a book for us to explain like the last, 50 something crashes or something like that, and explain how these cycles happen again and again and again, so you can protect yourself, so you can get ready for yourself, right? So I'll put it this way, guys, I'm not just short right now because I want to be short or I think it's a good time to be short. No, I'm waiting for a setup, right? So I don't just go short for no reason. Like trying to go short Bitcoin right now, guys, and I'll get to that in a minute. It's crazy. Don't. Why? It's already gone down a lot. Remember, the market is like a wave. And if a wave's down, we could get a big wave up. I'll start to increase this thing here. There we go. Make sense, guys? So don't ever just go short because you think something's going to happen. Go short because it's your setup. You actually see a setup. And also, secondly, have good risk management, because there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees of that thing actually working out for you. Even though we're at the top of the market and so on and so forth, who knows what's going to happen short term? All right, we could go for another rally for another few months before we drop. So be smart about the way you're trading right now. All my positions I'm in right now, if every single one of them gave me the maximum loss, I'm still doing really, really well. So, you know, like I'm short one stock right now, and that thing's up like, I don't know, close to 100% profit already. And the thing hasn't even cracked yet. It's only been down, yeah. So anyway, I have a 3-month option trade on a particular stock, and I also have a 6-month option on a trade on a particular stock that I am right now. And also, I'm still in Bitcoin as well too. So guys, please, if you seriously want to get ahead of the markets, don't be ignorant to people that are much smarter than us. Go understand the history, and so you can see what's going to happen in the future. And with that, you can start to prepare and have long-term growth, even on a small scale, for the next even couple of years. I'm so excited for the next couple of years. Why? Because I'm going to make a fortune on the way down, and then I'm going to take all that cash and go buy property with 50 cents on a dollar. You know? So, it's just, that's what's going to happen. Not if or maybe, it's just how it's going to plan out. So anyway, let's talk Bitcoin right now, guys. People love Bitcoin, don't they? Here's the thing about Bitcoin, okay? Remember, if majority of people are viewing something one way, it is wrong, right? When Bitcoin is like at 17,000, I had my barber, my brother-in-law, my ex-wife, all talking about Bitcoin. And I'm like, what are you? Okay, we're in a bubble. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think contrarian. Use the public and what you see as a contrarian indicator. If the news is promoting how much the property market has been booming, I guarantee you we're getting close to a top when that happens. It's a contrarian indicator. Most people are wrong, right? It's just the way it is. So if you look at Bitcoin right now, and you look at some of the videos out there, not only the videos, but the comments of Bitcoin, like 80 to 90% of them is still very bullish Bitcoin right now. They have been all the way down. They still think it's going back to 20,000 someday. They're hodling or whatever. They're hoping, they're praying. And what's the market doing? Bam, 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 bam. Right in front of them. Makes sense? So, once I realized, I looked at that yesterday, and I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I'm short right now. One, because I'm actually in a big profit right now, so I'm really good. Either way, even if it does rally up and stop me out, I still get stopped at a really good profit. But even with that being said, not only did I see it on the charts that were likely to get this big pullback, but also now looking at the contrarian indicator last night before I went to sleep, I'm so much more excited to be short this market right now, because most people are wrong. Because, like, for example, guys, before the Dow Jones peaked out and had a top there, 1 month earlier, I put out a survey to my YouTube audience, and I said, where do you think we are right now? Where do you think we are right now? Do you think we're at the top of the market and it's going to turn over? Or do you think we're going to keep rallying up to new highs? 70%, exactly 70%, 71 I think it was, said we're at the top and it's going to roll over. 30% we're going to say we're going to make new highs. Guess what happened the next month? We went up and made new highs. So to be successful in this arena, you need to think truth, regardless of appearance, regardless of everyone saying one thing and like, what's really going on here? And that's the only way to navigate through these markets. And if you've seen The Big Short, right? How the rating agencies were manipulating things. If you've seen the China Hustler, you can see all the numbers were total bullshit. How can you believe the numbers? Who said the unemployment rate is really where it is right now? Who said this company that you're reading up right now is this big? Who said that this cryptocurrency you're looking at right now is really worth what the white paper said? But John, that's what they wrote down. Are you gullible or what? Don't read the truth. If you think the white paper is true, go watch the China Hustler. It'll be the most informative 60 to 90 minutes you ever have of getting a different perspective about what's going on in the markets right now. And the successful, how I'm doing so well right now in the markets, is because I'm not following everyone else. Firstly, I'm following what I know works. And secondly, what I know that works seems to be the opposite of what most people think right now. You know, oh, the people that are holding right now Bitcoin I got to see a massive rally, you know, so keep holding, or this is just a sucker rally, or this is just the big guy selling it off so they can buy more later on, and all this type of crap. It's in a downward movement, has been ever since 20,000, and it continues to go down and down and down. And people that fight that overall big trend think they're smarter than the market, think they're going to pick the bottom once again, and here they are, empty-handed, saying, typing what they think, hope or fear. If you're one of them, wake up and smell the roses, because you shouldn't be placing a trade or getting into something because someone else said so. That is completely the wrong thing to do, guys. The only way to move forward in these markets is not about getting lucky. Okay, say for example, you got into Bitcoin right now. You read this amazing report, and you heard this amazing YouTube video, and you put 100 grand in the Bitcoin right now. And 2 years down the track, it's worth $1 million. You take that, now what? Well, we're going to do it again, right? Let's go read another report. What if that report was actually wrong, and it wasn't telling you the truth? Now you put what do? You put that entire $1 million into that position, right? Because you think what happened last time is going to happen again, and you blow yourself out of the water. The thing just goes to zero overnight. Guys, I have the t-shirt. See this t-shirt? I have 1,000 of them when it comes to what I just told you guys. That's why I know that's why I know like what to do and what not to do. How to keep my cash flow balanced, how to keep everything balanced so I'm not risking too much. I used to be that stupid. You know, if this trade doesn't work out, I'm in deep shit. Guess what? You're in deep shit. And that's the truth. Right? And that's what's going to happen. Murphy's Law, it happened to me every single time. When I couldn't afford to take that loss, it happened every single time. When I was in a position like I am right now, where I didn't care if I get a stop out, I actually seem to make more money than I actually even thought of on those positions. Go figure. So I hope you can see that's how you get ahead in the markets, really. Makes sense? And so the only real path, guys, to long-term success in the markets, okay? The only real path to long-term success and not being lucky is having a really powerful trading setup that goes with the market, not against the market, and that is 90% based on what the chart is telling you, because the chart never changes, market never changes. Oh, the market changed on me. What did they go from a bull trend to a bear trend? I'm telling you right now, guys, I know someone here in Australia in 2008. 2003 through to 2007, he made multiple millions of dollars. Why? Because he was just doing all bullish strategy with options. I'm not going to get into it, but he was very bullish. Because the markets kept going up and up and up, made an absolute fortune on these things. But guess what happened? He didn't know how to trade the bear market. Why? Because all he was looking for was things that were fundamentally undervalued, so he could buy into it now, hold it for a few months with an option trade, and to generate a profit. Guess what happened? Things were undervalued. Doesn't matter what things are undervalued. The market was going down, so it'd go down, it'd rally a little bit, and it'd go down again. He blew himself out of the water. So here I was in my performance. Here he was with his performance. He went straight down, and I kept going. Just trading what the chart was telling me, and not trying to have any bias. Bruce Lee, think like water. Need more than one strategy, in my opinion. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. That's what you think. Why do you think like that? Well, you think like that because you think more trades is going to equal more profit. That's the opposite. More trades equals a lot more emotion, a lot more mistakes, so on and so forth. Me, I only have one strategy, but I get so good at trading that strategy where I get comfortable putting on 10 grand, 20 grand, and a lot more per trade. And if I even make 50% return on that, I'm doing good. That's how you get ahead of the markets. It's not about trading a lot. Never is. If you ever want to start to be in a position where you want to start to grow your position sizes with confidence, that's what you need to do. So, what's the best capital management when you set multiples of the same setup? Nick, I'm not sure why you would get into. Well, that's totally up to you. If you're having multiples of one setup, well, you just got to split up your risk margin. That's all. Put it this way: you need to say, if this whole thing turns to custard, it's going to hurt me. And if the answer is no, you're doing good. If the answer is yes, then no trade. Murphy's Law, you're going to do something wrong to get it. Really? Okay, so Office says if you only trade long and refuse to short is a hindrance, in my opinion. The thing is this, Orpheus, is that you need to have a strategy. It doesn't matter whether the market's going up or down. You need to have a strategy that simply says, okay, this is a bullish setup, go with it. This is a bearish setup, go with it. Make sense? Alright, pause this. Just give me a minute, guys. Make sense? So let me just you said so millionaires were made during the dot-com crisis, in my opinion. Really? Really? There's been more millionaires created in the last 10 years in this big booming market than ever before. So I'm not sure where you get that from. It's not a matter of you think there's just been luck there. It's not. It's not about picking the next big move and all that sort of stuff. Again, you're thinking the wrong thing, my man. When all the time frames are showing the same trend, go with it. Not just the same trend, Gredler, because here's the facts. Even if the weekly chart is going down and the daily chart's going down, doesn't mean it's a good time to enter. Because what if the weekly chart's going down and the daily chart's been going down for quite some time, and you think, okay, well, both weekly chart and daily chart's going down, and you might get in after it's dropped down a lot, and then suddenly we have a rebound. So it's not just about going with the trend. It's so much more than that. It's all about having a strategy to get in at the right time. Not just say, well, the trend's down, so let me go short. Because I guarantee if you do that, you're going to wait for the market to drop first. And how's the market work? How does the market work? It works like a wave, right? Wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up. I guarantee you're going to catch the bottom of the wave and get hammered. Even if you are right, guess what? And then the market runs up, you get stopped out, and then it continues the trend. That's how the markets work. So I sort of agree with you there. Alpha says, if you only invest a trade long, you're limited, in my opinion. Alpha, as I said before, it's not about, it's having a setup that is both bullish or bearish, and then waiting for that trade, waiting for that setup to appear and trading that setup. Not just saying, well, I'm going to go long. No, I have a bullish and bearish setups. Bear markets or crashes can be very profitable, in my opinion. So can bull markets. Like, do you know how many millions have been created in the last 9 years of this big bull market? I know my mentor has made multiple seven figures in this last, like multiple seven figures per year in the last many years. So some of those trades were swinging trades short. Well, that's your opinion. I don't care about some of your best trades. All I care about is what you're doing consistently. Make sense? Because that's what all that matters, is what you're doing consistently. It's not, oh, well, look at this 1 or 2 or 3 trades. It's like, who cares about that? It really doesn't. It's not about being lucky. If you're not building a foundation to have a trading system, regardless of what the market's doing, you're never going to get ahead in the markets, because we're going to go through bull markets, we're going to go through sideways markets, we're going to go through bear markets. And put it this way, every single stock you trade, it's in its own cycle, right? So stock market's been pretty bullish for the last 2 years, apart from the last few months. Bitcoin's been bearish. A lot of stocks have been bearish. Mining stocks have been bearish. So all of us hope you can see, right? There's always, even though the indices might be going up, GE's been getting hammered. Okay, well, just as long as you truly believe in that, and you know that you know you're doing well, then keep doing it, my man. That's all. So anyway, guys, I'm done for the day. I hope some of the stuff that I said to you today really resonates with you, and I hope there's some things that's really, seek truth regardless of appearance. Don't believe what I say. Don't believe what I say. Don't believe a video. No, you don't. You don't. Office, you don't trade cycles. You trade the day to day. I know you do. Don't give me that BS, man. Cycles is more like, it's going to happen for the next couple of years. And if you traded cycles, really traded cycles, then you would know that the cycle said when the election was happening, have another few years of bull market. So you don't understand that, and so therefore you would benefit. Anyway, guys, seek truth regardless of appearance. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anything else. Read the truth. Get the truth in the markets, and has nothing to do with a white paper. Ooh.